In this video, I will show you how to format text in R Markdown documents. I'll start by sharing my screen. And here I have a simple R Markdown document created in RStudio. We'll start with creating a section called R Markdown formatting and a subsection called formatting. Oh, sorry, my cursor jumped. Formatting text. Formatting text, we have text in bold. Just put 2 stars, and then everything within 2 stars and the next 2 stars will be bold. And this will be italic. We can also have subscripts. We use the tilde character for subscripts, as well as superscript. For this, we use the caret. When we format it, I will format it to PDF. When we format it, you will see the results here. This is in bold, this is italic. You have the subscript here and the superscript here. Okay, let us insert a new subsection. Lists. You can create lists by putting a space and then either a star or a dash, and then list item 1, list item 2, list item 3, and then in order, let's see that first. And you can see here list item 1, 2, and 3. We can also have sublists, of course. I put 3 spaces here, list or sublist item 1, sublist item 2. And when I compile that, you will see you have a sublist. Numbered lists, you start with instead of the dash, you start with a digit. So space, and then digit, and then a dot. Numbered num list item 1, num list item 2, and you don't have to remember the numbering. It doesn't matter which numbers you use. You will always get a numbered list with the correct numbers. Num list item 3, and likewise 3 spaces, and then you can mix the different types of the lists. Of course, sublist item 1, sublist item 2. When we knit it now, you will have the list examples. Okay. Then tables. Now, there are many ways of creating a table in Markdown. Remember, what I'm showing you now is simply the text formatting. So we are not talking about R and generating tables with R. I would recommend, though, to generate the tables in R rather than directly in the Markdown, because it's actually usually more useful. But you have to know that you can create tables in R Markdown as well. But here is a good actually point to show you how do I know all that and where do I get that from. For this, we should see the Pandoc manual. Pandoc is the system that actually converts Markdown into Word, into HTML, and others. Let us take a look at Google and Google for Pandoc. Not PandaDoc, Pandoc Markdown. So here on pandoc.org, you will have the document is the website of the Universal Document Converter Pandoc. And if you click on documentations, where do we have documentation? here, getting started or user's guide. No, not the getting started part. Let's go to the user's guide. And here you will have a lot of different informations, including command line. You don't have to worry about that because R is actually launching it automatically for you. But you can go to the different formatting styles. Let's take a look. Let's search for tables. Here, click on the tables, and you can see how different the table definitions can be. One that I find particularly easy to work with is this format, using the pipe characters. So basically, you separate the table columns but with a pipe, and then if you want to have a horizontal line in the table, you use this dashes, and you can optionally use the column to indicate how the table is supposed to be formatted. So let's use this. For example, column 1, pipe symbol, column 2, then it's a couple of dashes, and then item 1, item 2, item 3, item 4. Let's render it and see how it looks like. And we have a nicely formatted table. It's, as you can see, left justified, but we can specify here by using the column on the right side to be right justified. And here you can see the column 2 is now justified to the right. Okay, so much about the tables. External images and links. Let's start with links. To include the link, use this format. For example, pandoc website. In square brackets, you want to put the text that will appear as the title of the link, and then in regular parentheses, here in regular parentheses, you put the actual link, pandoc.org, or preferably https pandoc.org. When we need it now, we will get in the document a clickable link. So if we click on that, we'll go to the pandoc website. Including images is similar, but you start with a bang. You start with a exclamation mark. Then you have square brackets where you have the figure name, not the caption though. This is just what is displayed if the figure cannot be included. And here you can put whatever figure you have on the disk. Actually, I'm not sure that I have here a ready-made figure. No, we have a plot. So we can actually include this plot that we have here on the disk, rplot.png. It's not generated directly by R. So this is a figure that I'm loading from the disk and including in a document, and not generating dynamically from R. Let us need that now to HTML actually, because the links will look better. And you see the figure has been included here. And you have actually the figure name beneath the figure. And here you can see the link to the pandoc website. So much for the beginning formatting in rmarkdown.